Am I live? I should. Why is it not coming up? Can you hear me? I do not know if I can be heard. Oh, I am live. Oh, and you can hear me too. Not know. Perfect. That is great. I love that. I have some popcorn here, so if you hear me chewing on popcorn in the back, that's why. Alright. This is going to be a really good game. Have a mic. Alright. Still working on posting the link in places. Alright. Gonna disconnect this. I don't know if you can hear that. Oh, my guy's alive. I need to respond in a second. I have so much to do. Why is the Discord link have 3 6s in a row? That's crazy. Alright. Big game against LA Galaxy, the last one before the World Cup. Looks like LA Galaxy are not using a striker today, or a false 9 in Marco Reus. Oh, I completely forgot. That's not what I should be doing here. Grabbing a notebook right now. The game. Alright. Let's go, Dynamo. %30.9% chance of winning, which is plus 185 odds. LA Galaxy have 43.1%, which I didn't get to see the odds before it switched. First match to be streamed on an iPhone 17 Pro Max, refed by Lorenzo Hernandez. Kevin Stott and TJ Zablocki are the video assistant referees. Marco Reus to get us, or no, this is Andre Linger to get us kicked off. To Jack. Hector Herrera. All the way back to Antonio Carlos. Felipe Andrade. Clears it. That's not clearing. To Jack. Uses his left foot to get it back to Antonio Carlos. To Jonathan Bond. Jonathan Bond clears it away. Headed up, and there's Bogusz. Jack to Linger. That's Bogusz. I'm far away from the TV because of my sprained ankle. Hector Herrera. Agustin Resch. Guilherme. Though, in this game, it's kind of one of those where you kind of want to win because this is right before the World Cup break and you're going to want to have a lot of... There's Lawrence and Ollie. You're going to want to bring momentum into the second half of the season, past World Cup break. Been in probably 100% possession so far. Cleared away by the Galaxy. Need to move here and do that. Because I cannot see the names of the Galaxy players. Glenn's. To Hawk. Glenn's. Hawk and to Royce. Paintcell. Hawk. The Glenn's going along. Up top it's Peck against Lawrence and Holly. Peck. Tommy. Cirilio. Cleared away by Andrade. Only as far as Nelson. Hawk. That's Nelson. Switched to the top. Jeez, why are you doing this to me? Peck. Am I? Glenzis. Switches it with a bullet ball up to Paintcell. Paintcell. Bogush gets to it. And Paintcell's not able to keep it in. Then we'll throw. Lens. And the last time we played LA Galaxy, it was because of a weather delay. I remember that. I was so hoping we got that to play that game. Peck crosses it in. Andrade heads it away to Guilherme. Guilherme clears. And Ollie, does he get a good enough touch? It's out for a Dynamo throw-in. And I remember, I think Ponce scored in that game. He went up against Yamamane in a 1v1, and it ended up in the net, and then Sanabria scored like very late, like 90 plus 9. It was like the most depressing result ever. I was so upset. Hawk. Paintcell. Uh-oh. Not good. Shot. Blocked by Resh. Cleared away by an Ollie. Cross the halfway line to Glenn's. LA Galaxy trying to keep us alive. Here is Winder up towards Nelson. Bond, you are not in your box. Bond, you are not in your box. He falls too far out of his box. For those of you who are just joining, I'm eating popcorn because it's fun. And I'm hungry. I've barely gotten to eat since my sprained ankle. Tommy over it. Oh no, it's Marco Royce. I think it just whipped too far. Resh to Bond. Bond getting pressed, clears it away. Up towards Herrera, headed to Jack. Jack clears it up. And it's going to the keeper, JT Marcinkowski. Hawk on the counterattack for the LA Galaxy. Peck. Taking on an ollie. Peck first to go back. You gonna call that? He's gonna say no. Glenn's. Hawk. Up to Paintsel. Taking on Bogush. Paintsel. Tommy. Paintsel back to Hawk. Glenn's. Glenn's. Hawk. Glenn's. To Winder. To Glenn's. Since they're like very far back. Let's talk about Guilherme's season. Oh, here's nope. Guilherme with a lot of goals and assists for the Dynamo. I think it's like 11 now. Not 11. It's like more than that. It's like 11 or 12. Maybe it's a little deeper. It's like 12, I think. I remember when everyone came. I remember every Dynamo fan and everyone in the league was like, "This is a terrible signing." I knew better than to judge before the signing actually happened. People were really dumb. Glenn's. Yamamane. Hawk. Hawk coming over from New York City and the in free agency. It was a really good signing for them. Glenn's over the top, looking for Peck. Caught by Bond, and that could have been so much worse. Herrera. Carlos. Bond. Bond came from LA Galaxy. Well, he came from Watford, but LA Galaxy. Hector Herrera, Ache. El Zorro to his Hector Herrera, Ache or El Zorro. Antonio Carlos, Agustin Resch, Ache. Jack. Andrade on the wing. Dribbling on the inside. Bogush. On the outside. Crosses. Across the face of net. Guilherme is going to go get this. Guilherme. Taking on Yamamane. An ollie. To Antonio Carlos. Carlos. Bogush. Andrade. Kicked it out for a throw, and that was a good